Excuse me, Mr. DJ.
Hey, check this out. We got a great show coming your way.
From the ECSI Sports Studios, the #1 sports information program in America, the Breakfast Bankroll, with your host, the sports broker, Jeff Dawson.
ECSI fans, do you want to revolutionize your sports investing habits? Allow me to tell you about WagerWire. WagerWire is an app that helps you become a superior bettor by allowing you to sync all of your sports books and track all of your bets in one place. See your current action, your betting history, and stats. You can also sign up for sports books and collect bonus offers. Follow them at WagerWire on X, as they're the best account on the platform. Head to the App Store or Play Store now and search WagerWire to download the app.
Good morning, sports fans from all around the globe. I am the host, Jeff Dawson, East Coast Sports Investors, and this is your Breakfast Bankroll for Thursday, January 11, 2024, already almost halfway through the month of January. Blink, and next thing you know, it's Valentine's Day. Our weekly spot with Content King, local legend Julian Edlow from DraftKings, DK Sportsbooks, and a bunch of other spots. So much to talk about in such a short window. First and foremost, shout out to the gentlemen behind the glass, the one and only Joseph Shea and Evan Lewis. Shout out to our proud new partnership and sponsor, WagerWire. If you have not downloaded this app, please run on over to Google Play or wherever you download the apps. It's free. And we're going to be doing a lot more work with them. Daily shows, power lunches, etc. And if you're looking for a quick, let's say a little flash cash, and you want to start being a part of this most amazing WagerWire team and community, send an email to affiliates at wagerwire.com. Tell them JD from ECSI sent you. Zach, Travis, the rest of that community will take good care of you. But without further ado, let's bring the star of this show in, the one and only Mr. Julian Edlow.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning. A crazy 24 hours in the coaching world. Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, and of course this morning Bill Belichick. Let's start with Bill. I mean, we've been talking about this for months on months. The news, obviously, of Mike Vrabel last week potentially leaving and now out. Thoughts on Bill?
Yeah, not shocking, I guess, just coming to the realization that it's finally here. But it has to be the right move. The general manager was as bad as it gets in the NFL, how this roster was managed. So that's a fireable offense. And unfortunately, or whatever word you want to use, that means, because it's the same person, also getting rid of what's still a very capable above average head coach, I would say. So the two are tied together. I guess, Patriots wise, it sounds like it's Mayo, which I'm fine with moving on from Belichick. You gotta, he's only got a few years left anyway. You're gonna have to do it at some point, start anew, start fresh. But bringing in Mayo or promoting Mayo and, keeping all these people with Patriots ties, how much are you really moving on? I would much prefer to wipe the slate clean, get some younger, more innovative minds. Like, I think of Gerard Mayo. I think of a guy that I've seen with Patriots logos on him for 15 years. So I would prefer something fresh if I'm them, which it doesn't sound like is going to be the case. What intrigues me about Bill is I still think he's a really good head coach. So if he goes to Atlanta, if there's a whopper, if the Cowboys lose early and they get him in there to replace McCarthy, which I think is the best option, Bill can win games for either of those teams, coaching the talent that those teams have. Atlanta would need a quarterback, but I think, Belichick would attract that. But what type of control does he have around the team? Because he's proven to be one of the worst general managers in the NFL at this stage. You can't trade up in the 4th round for a kicker that hits 50% of his kicks so that you can move a guy that hits all his kicks to Tennessee. You do those things, you're costing your team points, you're costing your team wins. Didn't matter on this team because the Patriots offense was inept. Matters on another team that you're trying to win games for. So Belichick, the coach, has plenty in the tank that can help a team win. General managing wise, if he takes over for another team, he could drive a team that doesn't have a good quarterback into the ground quickly. So I think that's a pretty intriguing storyline.
So many angles I can go from your answer there. The Mike Vrabel news. Mike Vrabel, bringing him in, obviously, I think would move the needle for at least Pat's Nation. Bring back Josh McDaniels if you want to keep Bill O'Brien. Move Mayo to DC. The thought process, Jules, was we had Bill for this year and next year. We want a little more seasoning with Mayo. Hopefully he would have gotten and passed Shula's record for most wins, and everyone would hold hands, sing Kumbaya, and everyone would be happy. The talks overnight and this morning, obviously, is Mayo. Can you almost picture the Patriots and Bob Kraft and Jonathan saying, hey, if D'Amico Ryan did this is their D'Amico Ryan in Gerard Mayo?
They're certainly going for that route. And it would be great if it works. It's just, D'Amico Ryan went other places and learned in elite programs, and Mayo was here learning in an elite program, but it hasn't been elite since Brady left. And I just don't know how much different you're going to get. Not that Mayo is Belichick. I'm sure he has his own, own system and thoughts here, but I don't see it as much of a move. I just see it as making the move, ripping the Band-Aid off to get rid of Belichick, but not changing all that much. And I would take this as the time to change as much as you could possibly change, and look for something different.
I have Brady Tinker on from Fox Sports Radio, ESPN, a lot, and he has harped on the fact that not 1 year, not 2 years, now 3 years, Dallas has won 12 or more games in the regular season, something that they have never done. Here they are playing Sunday. I love the thought process if, and obviously a big if, I think Dallas about 7.5 point favorites. If they were to lose, Jerry might pick up the phone and give Bill a call. That is the most ready-made team to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I would be looking to do. And anything short of the Cowboys making the Super Bowl, I would try and do that. Belichick's an upgrade over McCarthy. And the one thing there is that Bill doesn't get the control of the roster that he would get other places, which I think is a good thing if you're trying to win. So I think Dallas is the most intriguing landing spot. You have to have a reason to fire your coach, but I don't think McCarthy has been anything special. And I would go ahead and make that type of move. You have a once in a lifetime hire out there for whatever, a 2-3 year window. Just go ahead, and you're not getting rid of anything special in McCarthy. Everybody knows that. Go ahead, pull the plug, go to Belichick. That I would make a monster move like that and try and make ripples and try and get the Cowboys back over the hump after all this time.
It says my battery's running low and I'm plugged in, Jules, so bear with me. Oh, my MG here. Let's hope we don't die on the show. I wanted to move the needle here with Nick Saban retires yesterday from Alabama. Hearing rumors understanding it will be their hedge from diversity, but there's thought Panthers and that crazy owner, the fact that you think
You froze up a lot there for me. Can you just give me in quick? I think you mentioned the Panthers. I lost you pretty good there.
You got me now?
We back?
And the Patriots have parted ways. This is not even a full day after Nick Saban announced his retirement from the University.
I think we're back. We're having issues here. You got me now?
I have you right now. Yep. Do you have me?
Asking about Saban. No, I got you loud and clear. How about now? Everything okay?
You just cleared up a little bit. I think you're asking about Saban, Panthers, something like that.
Yeah. The thought of him maybe moving up into the bull. Apologize. I don't know what's going on. How about now?
I can hear you now. You're pretty delayed, probably 5-6 second delay, but
you think any chance?
No, I think retired means retired, and the way that he handled this last season, rather than doing a retirement tour or anything, he just kind of pops the news out of thin air, indicates that he should probably be taken seriously with that, I would say.
All right, let's apologize. Fine, but it's lying to us. Big win for the Celtics last night. Overtime. I traveled to the Bucks. Thoughts on the Celtics last?
Big win for them last night. I know they were closed 10.5 point favorites, so they're supposed to win that game, not go to overtime. But they grinded it out against a good team, a defensive-minded team that beat them in overtime at their place earlier in the year. So they did what they were supposed to do. They kind of got off the mat and found a way to win that game late. Tonight, interesting. Underdogs for the second time this season. They were underdogs when they played a back-to-back. After they lost to the Warriors, they played in Sacramento. No Tatum or Horford, which could be the case tonight. Definitely no Horford, but Porzingis will be back. We'll see about Tatum. And they blew Sacramento out. So I kind of like the